Yes, indeed, Vuyo. It looks like the skies are going to be kind to the concert. It's going to be just partly cloudy for Gauteng tonight. Pretty quiet indeed for the rest of the country. Now, here's what we've been seeing throughout the day. Lots of high-level clouds streaming into the northern and western Cape and already reaching parts of the eastern Cape and the Free State. But that's just fair weather clouds. No rain will be coming from those clouds. And it will be dry as well tonight for the Gauteng province. But we have a lot of rain-bearing clouds creeping onto the KZN coastal areas, into eastern Mpumalanga and the Limpopo province. Now, the clouds you see will leave us with just a small chance of thunderstorms for parts of the northwest and maybe Gauteng, but this is just a 20% chance, so the chance of the showers happening is almost non-existent. However, we have this area of high pressure driving rain-bearing clouds into the eastern areas where we're going to have drizzly conditions setting in tonight and persisting into Friday morning across the Mpumalanga and Limpopo escarpment areas. We start off Friday with partly cloudy to cloudy skies across much of Gauteng. Otherwise, it will be mostly fine for the rest of the country. But in the afternoon, we will see thunderstorms popping up all the way from the eastern areas of the northern Cape down into the eastern Cape and eastwards into KwaZulu-Natal. Then in the evening, the thunderstorms will spread into much of the Free State and the western areas of the northwest province. We are also going to see quite a bit of fog creeping onto the west coast on Friday evening. Now, tonight we are expecting just a 20% chance of showers where you see the light shade of blue over the northwest and parts of Gauteng, and a 20% chance of drizzle for the Mpumalanga and Limpopo escarpment areas. Light to moderate winds are expected tonight for much of South Africa, including the west and the south coast. We also start Friday with moderate winds over the northeastern areas, but later on in the afternoon, the winds are going to become strong and spread southwards into much of the northern Cape. It's also going to be very windy along much of the east coast between Port Elizabeth and Richards Bay. Now, tonight it's going to be fairly warm over the eastern areas of the northern Cape with minimums in the upper teens and lower 20s around Kimberley and Uppington. It will be cooler for the rest of the country. Low temperatures in the lower to mid-teens for the northeastern areas, Mahikeng and Pretoria dropping to around 15 degrees. 17 for the low in Durban, East London. We'll see a minimum of 16, the same for Cape Town. Then on Friday afternoon, it will be sizzling hot for much of the northern and western interior. Look at Uppington shooting to a sizzling hot 39 degrees, 35 for Kimberley. A bit cooler over the northeastern areas where highs in the lower 30s are forecast for Mahikeng, Pretoria and Lephalale. It will be pleasantly warm for Polokwane and Mbombela. A hot one is also forecast for the interior of KwaZulu-Natal and the eastern Cape. Cape Town should make it to a pretty warm 29 degrees on Friday afternoon. Now, we have a warning in place for high fire danger conditions over much of western and central South Africa, including around the Little Karoo and the northern areas of the eastern Cape. Looking ahead to your Saturday, we are going to see a bit of rain around Vredendal and Cape Town. Thundershowers all the way from the northwest through the Free State down into KwaZulu-Natal. Otherwise, it will be mostly sunny for the western and southern interior. Then on Sunday, mostly clear skies are forecast for the western half of the country, but there will be a chance of isolated rain and thundershowers for parts of Mpumalanga and KwaZulu-Natal. That's all from me for now. Back to you, Vuyo.